So weird. This is another freaky banana out there in the world, guys. The praying hands banana. And as you can see, it is just a solid clump. Like, all these bananas are just like fused together in one big hand. So the reason why it gets that name, praying hands, seems pretty obvious, right? I've had this once before at the Miami Fruit and Spice Park, and the woman there, when I asked if I could try it, she just cut the whole thing in half with a knife, and then, you know, offered samples to like everybody in the room. That's a fun way of doing it. Looks really interesting, you know, if you're throwing a party or something. Not practical if you're one person though, because if I were to do that, I would eat, you know, like over a dozen bananas, however many bananas this is. So that's not super practical. However, if these get ripe, and I didn't know this until just now because I was looking on online, is when these are ripe, you can actually pry these off one by one. If they're not perfectly ripe though, it'll rip the peel of the one next to it. So you don't want to do that. You want to wait until these are ready to go. How you can tell bananas are ready, and this is a tip that I got from Miami Fruit, who sent this to me, by the way. Check out the link in the description below where you can buy this yourself. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, they said in order to tell that these bananas are ripe, you don't go by how they look. You know, like a banana can be brown on the outside, but still good on the inside. Or it might be yellow on the outside and not ready on the inside. So how you tell a banana is ready is not by the appearance so much on the outside, but how it feels. You want these to be soft, and yeah, these feel pretty soft. So I think that these are ready to go, and if I do pry one off, it's not going to just completely obliterate the entire hand. Let's hope that that's right. I wasn't able to find too much information about like where this is grown or anything, but it is a popular novelty banana for a lot of growers throughout the US. So if you live in Florida or California, I think, you can grow these yourself. But how do they taste? That I don't know. I've had this once before, but that was many, many years ago. I recall it being good, but it's been a minute. So I'm going to see if I can pry one of these off. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah. Yeah, that works. But as you can see, some of the peel came off with it, stuck to this one here. So let me remove that. So you gotta be very careful with this, because if I were to peel that too strongly, it would rip the peel off the one next to it, and then you gotta eat 2 bananas. And then you peel that one off, you gotta eat 3, and pretty soon you're eating like a dozen bananas, which I don't really want to do. Because of how it's attached to the hand, you can see it's got kind of like this dip in it, which is kind of weird. So you can see like where it was, you can see where it was stuck to the rest of that hand because of how it's shaped. So that's interesting. It's kind of, I don't know, maybe like a little airy feeling. Yeah, that removes very easily from the peel. These peels appear to be kind of brittle, so I can see why you gotta take so much care separating it, because this peel is just like breaking apart even as I actually try to peel it. It has a similar shape. It's got that little kind of like dip to it. It's kind of firm though. I wonder if this is maybe not ready yet. Let's find out. The smell is okay. A little starchy smelling. That banana is really, really dense and very juicy. You know, some bananas are kind of dry and like fluffy. This one is not like that. It's like if you took a banana and kind of condensed it down. You can see even in there like how like juicy and dense that looks. It's got some chew to it. Yeah, that's pretty good. The core in the middle is a little bit firm. It doesn't have seeds, which is good, but you can kind of get like, you can kind of taste like the undeveloped seeds a little bit. You can kind of get like little poppy seeds on your tongue when you eat this. They're small. It's around the same sweetness as a Cavendish. Typical banana flavor is there, but it's less than a Cavendish. Instead, it has kind of like a nice custard-like flavor to it. It's not like eggy, but kind of like, I don't know, like it tastes a little bit like a banana pudding. Like if you take bananas and cream and vanilla and mix those together, like kind of like that sort of flavor, but instead of being like pudding-like in texture, it's like firm. That's quite good. Actually, that's really, really tasty. I think this is much better than the Cavendish by far. I think these might do with being a little bit riper. The one on the outside, that one tasted perfectly ripe. The next one down, though, I don't think that one was quite as ripe. So I think, like, depending on where it is in the hand, it might be a little bit more ripe than others. So that could be kind of tricky. The ones on the outside feel like this one here also feels very soft, but the ones in the center, they feel soft, but not quite as soft as the outside ones. So that might be something about it, is that they don't all ripen at the same time. I love bananas because there's just so much variation between all the different varieties out there. There are like well over 1,000 different types. And because of that, some of them are absolutely crazy looking, and the Praying Hands is a good example of that, as well as some of the other ones I talked about in the past couple of weeks that Miami Fruit sent me. Now, Praying Hands isn't a good example of how a hand of a banana can be super weird looking. They also sent me the Potogo banana, which is highlighting like how the individual fruits can be kind of crazy looking. And also the 1,000 Finger banana, which shows like how the actual bunch can be crazy looking. There are also bananas that have a lot of weird coloring to them. There's like a blue banana, which I should be reviewing in the future. There are red bananas. There are variegated bananas that have different colors, like stripes on them. There are just like so many different types out there, and it's really, really interesting to get a chance to try some of these. And thanks again to Miami Fruit for sending these to me. They are available on their website too, so if you would like to try these yourself, you can buy them. They sell big boxes full of them, and they'll ship it to your door. So check out the link in the description below if you want to try this yourself, as well as the other bananas that I've reviewed in the past couple of weeks. So super, super cool, and just shows you just what kind of variety is out there in the world of fruit. Just so there's no concern that the ones I had were not ripe enough, I waited for these to turn a bit riper. Now they're very soft, and yeah, you can see this one is pretty dark too, so let's give it a quick try. It's about the same. A little sweeter, like a pudding or custard. It's good. I like it. Alright, bye. Well, I really hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you did, you may want to check out the video that is below me right now. That should be good too. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, it is a huge help to my channel, so please do consider subscribing or clicking that bell. That does something too. Not sure what it is. Also, check out the description below. There's all sorts of other things I have going on. I don't even know anymore. But guys, I will see you next time. Take care.